Are you struggling to improve your English fluency? Do you want to speak English fluently or confidently? Hello, this is Neha and I am here to help. In this video, I'm just going to be talk about two particular techniques. By following them, you can be fluent in English. I know if you don't have partner, then you are just going to be think like how I'm just going to fluent in English if I don't have partner. But these particular techniques is just going to be make you fluent if it's just going to be like following them. But if you don't have partner, then you don't have to worry about that one. Just going to be follow them and you will see huge difference in your fluency. I know there are a lot of people who can speak English, but when it comes to fluency, then they are not going to be maintain that. I know there are a lot of people who can even understand English, who can even understand a native speaker. When it comes to be speaking, they are able to speak out. They are able to even holding a conversation or initiating a conversation with even a native speaker. There are a lot of people, but when it comes to fluency, they are just going to be struggle with that one. I know it's like a common problem here, but let me tell you, if you are just going to be follow those particular techniques, then you will see huge difference. It's not all about when I'm just going to be talk about fluency. It's not all about like overnight kind of things that you are just going to be like I'm just going to follow those particular techniques today, but tomorrow I'll be fluent in English. It's not even going to be happen. It is all about consistency, discipline. It's all about everyday's effort, that you have to put effort on the daily basis, and after that you will see difference. Even you can understand how you have learned your native language. It's not all about like a overnight kind of things that you are just going to like I'm just going to be learn my native language. It just happen automatically because you have put a lot of efforts in that one. Even you don't know about that one because many years you are just going to be learned that by listening to it, by reading it, and after that you are just going to just try to speak out. People are not going to be laugh at you at the time, and you are just going to be comfortable with that one. But when it comes to be learn any other language, then it's just going to be different. When you are just going to be like people are just going to be laugh at me or something like that. And that's why even there are a lot of people who have a partner, but they are not going to be speak with. They are like I'm not going to be talk because it's like I'm not comfortable with that one. It is because the person just going to be judge me at the time. If you already know someone and you are like no, they are just going to be judge me, that's why I'm not going to be comfortable with that one. I'm not comfortable talking to them or something like that. A lot of things are there into your mind. But when it comes to fluency, then you have to be put efforts. Like let me tell you the first technique, and that is event narration. So when I'm talking about the event narration, it's a powerful technique. If you are just going to follow it, if you are just going to apply it to become fluent in English, then you will see huge difference. But if you are like no, I'm not going to be do anything, I'm not going to be do, but I'm just going to watching this video, after that I'm just going to be scrolling Instagram or YouTube or something like that. If there are these kind of thoughts into your mind, then you are not going to fluent because you have to put efforts. What I'm just going to be tell you here, event narration is a powerful technique, but only when you are just going to be start applying it, when you are just going to be implement it into your life, then you will see huge difference. But if you are like no, I'm not going to be do that, but yeah, I know that it is a powerful technique or something like that, blah blah something like that, you are just going to be tell yourself, you are just going to make excuses, then no, it's not even going to happen. You have to tell yourself, I'm just going to be follow consistency and the discipline. After that I'm just going to be commit that like for 3 months, and after that I will ask myself if I have improved or not. It's all about improvement. It's not like the perfection. It's all about the improvement. How you are just going to be improve yourself gradually. It's all about that. So when it comes to be event narration, it's all about how you are just going to be narrate thing. It could be like an event, it could be like something that happened yesterday, it could be like something that you are just going to be think about. Even there are a lot of people who have a lot of dreams in their future, they want to become that. They are just going to be like how I'm just going to be look at myself and how I'm just going to be, what I want to become in the future within 5 years, within next 6 or 7 years, how I'm just going to be look myself or something like that. There are a lot of things that are going to be into your mind at the time. But when it comes to like the event narration, then you have to select something. It could be like an event from the past, or if you are thinking something, even if you have watched a movie and if you are just going to be listen to a music or a song, and you are like, okay, now let me just narrate that particular song or the movie, whatever I have understood from that, or something like that going to happen at that particular time, then you are just going to go ahead with that one. But when it comes to like event narration, then you have to make sure that you don't have to stop in between. Like suppose if you have decided, I'm just going to narrate an event for next 6 minutes. I know it's not even possible. If you are at the beginner level, then you are not going to be do that. It is because when it comes to like I'm just going to be do something for like the next 6 minutes, next 5 minutes, I will suggest you that you don't have to be do that. Just try to speak out for at least 2 minutes. Just try to start with 2 minutes. It will be enough. Even you can increase your time gradually. It's just going to be like, okay, I'm just going to be increase time, but it will happen gradually. You don't have to say like I'm just going to be speak out for next like the 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And if this is your first day, then it's not like a good thing if you are just going to be do at the time. Just try to start with 2 or 3 minutes, and you have to follow consistency, you have to be follow discipline, then it will be fruitful. This was the like the first technique. Or when it comes to be second one, that is record yourself. Record yourself, and after that you have to listen to yourself whatever you have talked in that particular recording. It is all about how you are just going to be speaking, how you are just going to be describe something. It could be like an object, or sometimes it could be like whatever happened throughout your day, and you are like, I'm just going to be explain it to myself, I'm just going to be even talk to myself. Or it could be like something else, but you have to tell yourself, okay, just going to happen, I'm just going to be talk to myself. Or when it comes to be like event narration, so it was like you have already selected something and you are just going to be narrate, but at that time you are not going to be record yourself. But when it comes to be second technique, that is your, you are just going to be record yourself. It could be like if you are watching a video and it must be in English language, exclusively in English. Even you can choose a foreign language, and you can choose a foreign video, and you are just going to be listen to it, watch it, and after that you can explain it. And you can say, you are just going to be record yourself whatever you have understood from that particular video, whatever you are just going to be you have enjoy about that particular video. It could be like sometimes songs or the music, and you are like, okay, how I'm just going to feel right now, how I am feeling right now. You are just going to be tell yourself. Even you can describe objects around you, whatever you have around you, you can look at them. You are just going to be like, okay, these are the things, I'm just going to be explain, I'm just going to be describe them. And after that you can switch another things, you can move on to the another one. It could be anything, it could be like objects, sometimes it could be like a story. If you have heard from someone and you are like, okay, I'm just going to be tell this particular story to myself, and after that I'm just going to be explain it whatever I have understood from this particular thing. It could be like movie, something, it could be anything. You just have to be record yourself, you just have to be speak out. That is the point, is speaking out. Whatever just coming into your mind, you have to speak out. Don't worry about the vocabulary, don't worry about the grammar structure, you don't have to be worry about anything. You just have to be start speaking out. That is the point you have to do. Just initiate to speak out. You can like, I'm just going to be speaking something, I'm just going to be narrate some particular events in my life that happened yesterday, that happened in my past, or something like that. I'm thinking about my future. anything. It could be anything. You just have to be start. Just start. Even you can start with like the 1 or 2 minutes. I'm not going to be tell you you have to be start with 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. No, you don't have to be do that. Just start with 1 or 2 minutes. Gradually you will increase your time when you are just going to be comfortable with that one. When you are just going to be like, yeah, I can speak out. I'm just going to be speak for like longer time. I'm just going to be do that. Bye bye.